Good morning, everyone. I'm Jenny, and I'm a student nurse from the University of Chester, studying at Maris House in Birkenhead.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm also studying adult nursing at Maris House in Birkenhead, and we're currently on a placement with Healthbox on a social prescribing placement.
The reason for our podcast is really to raise awareness for basically students who are coming in to the course who have got this idea that you shouldn't be doing social prescribing placements.
Creative health and things like that.
Pardon?
Creative health.
Yeah. Like, we had that idea too, didn't we, Lauren?
I did, yeah. I didn't really fully understand. I think it's just like what you did, because obviously there's dance, there's art, there's walking, and you can't really at first glance see what that has to do with nursing, but in reality now,
because people come into nurses because they want to be nurses into nursing, don't they? So why did you come into nursing, Lauren?
I liked that question. I became a nurse because, well, originally I always wanted to be a teacher. I think I was sold on that for so long. But I feel like people that are teachers maybe thought about nursing. I mean, that might just be a broad statement to say, but anyway, I always thought about nursing because I'm diabetic and my mum's got a few like health problems that I've always sort of been exposed to and things like that. So it's always crossed my mind, but it was only until I was on a gap year, because I was about to do English at uni. I was working in a nursery and I spoke to some lady and she was like, why not just go for it? If you're thinking about it that much, just give it a try. And here I am. What about you?
So I become a nurse because I worked in a care home from a very young age, and I just felt like that's what I love to do. That's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So, yeah.
That's why nice, I went into it. Are you going to work there when you qualify?
No. I'm hoping to go on the community. So this placement's opened my eyes to things that I can provide in the community for patients.
That's good, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how are you finding your placements then? Have you had any good ones?
I've enjoyed all my placements, to be honest. It was when they did say the creative health, I originally thought it's a little break from the wards, but it really opened my eyes to what's out there and the importance of why students, and I think every student should have a placement in social prescribing, because it's all right being medically trained and being on the ward and being able to look after someone, but when someone's ready to be discharged and they're medically fit and they're crying or they're upset that they don't know where to turn when they're discharged, or they feel like they might drink again, or they feel like they're alone at home, knowing where to refer them to and knowing how to handle that conversation.
It's help beyond the hospital, isn't it?
It's really? Beyond. And
that's what you want to. That's what you're aiming for. It's all person-centred.
So I think these placements they need to be part of the course.
And I find, like, I don't know if you've seen this, like on placement, like patients are there, even if they're medically fit, they are there for ages, awaiting help or whatever, like referrals to places that staff aren't even aware of, and they'll go home and maybe they'll be admitted back for, say, substance misuse or things like that, because they've not been referred to places like Healthbox that might actually help them.
Yeah, it can. Social prescribing can really reduce discharge times, the wait.
Yeah, I agree.
The beds, there's no the turnaround's awful.
Oh, I know. It's quite bad, actually, isn't it?
It's really bad. If someone's medically fit and you're waiting for that amount of time for a package of care, or you're waiting for this and you're waiting for that, a lot of the staff, not through fault of their own, a lot of the staff don't know what to do with these patients. No. So it's important that students like us, because our cohort now will know what to do with them. They will know, they will be able to say to the sister on the ward, or if they're in the community, oh, look, there's what are ways to recovery, or there's the ARC, or there's this place, or there's Autism Together, or they'll know because we've been taught that, but
we've been shown it.
Yeah, and it's important. And I think the nurses in the hospital and the staff in the hospital need to be made aware of this. It doesn't, not just new students, old staff who've got like the attitude of,
I know.
oh no, she's been discharged.
Yeah.
She's medically fit. She's medically fit. She's not mentally fit.
No.
She's not well still.
She needs that extra support at home.
Yeah.
Even though she might be medically well enough, she's not.
She's lonely. So
That's
she's
it.
being discharged, but you're sending her home with
On her
not
own.
in place.
I think that's a big one as well, is like loneliness.
Like the lady the
older
other day when
people,
we went
yeah.
on to that walk,
On the
didn't we?
walk, that walk's so beneficial for someone like who's on their own or doesn't have anyone at home, or maybe they're a widow or something like that. Having someone there or having a group there that they can go and meet new people. So like an example of this is that walk that we did last week. It was like the mindfulness walk,
Brilliant.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like through, it was like a bit of a valley, wasn't it, in the woods. And there was like five or six service users there, all there separately, that had come and met each other there. And obviously they'd all become friendly because they've attended each week or session there's been. And they all speak to each other and have like things that they can talk about because they're relatively the same age or have been through similar experiences. And it's nice hearing how that's helped them.
That might be the only place that lady goes the whole week.
To speak to anyone.
That she looks
like that's her
forward
only
to.
form of contact with.
Yeah. And if it weren't for
humans.
places like Healthbox, it wouldn't exist. And if it weren't for nurses being aware of places like Healthbox, then how are they going to be referred? If
How
you're
are they
looking
gonna
after
know?
an 80-year-old woman who's widowed, lives at home alone,
No
imagine how
family,
much she'd benefit from meeting once a week with a group of friends.
And even then, like from that walk, they can arrange other things if they become friends.
course.
It's like a massive social aspect for people. And also like there's that men's group, isn't there?
Yeah.
For men to talk about feelings and things like that. Which again is so incredibly important when you think about.
So how's your experience on placements been this year, Lo?
My placements have been good, to be honest. I mean, obviously, as I said, I've seen the aspect of patients sort of being ready medically to go home, but maybe not mentally or even socially ready to go home. And even then, you put them in a bay of people, and that's their social time because they're speaking to all the people in their bay, and then suddenly they're being sent home to no one again after being on the ward for like 3 months sometimes, isn't it, for people?
Yeah.
They're there for that long.
And then there's no beds for patients who need to come in.
Yeah,
So
the beds is a massive issue, isn't it?
Yeah. Speeding up that discharge, and I think social prescribing can help speed that up.
It's like even if they go home after the hospital, they've been discharged, and maybe like the next week they can at least look forward to going to a group, and they'll be like, oh, next week I'll be able to go to this group and do whatever.
Definitely.
Because they'll be aware and they've been referred, or they're aware of it and they can attend, or maybe the nurse has, contacted whoever, signposted, and then...
Yeah, because even like things like access to the internet, a lot of people don't have access to the internet. So for a nurse to be aware of, I don't know, AA meetings, for example, when you've got a patient who's been on Librium for a week withdrawing, you're letting them go back into the community with no backup. How simple is it to print something off with AA meetings and
the times.
numbers with us? Yeah. And then, but it's not the staff's fault because they don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if they've never experienced it, some don't even know what AA meeting is.
I know.
So to have that knowledge and that social prescribe and placement under your belt, or even the nurses on the wards, for that to be introduced, like, right, you've got to do this social, because all the training they do, social prescribing should be in there.
It's just exposure, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's literally just exposure and the knowledge.
So what I thought was really good the other day was the oral hygiene course. That was good.
What's it for patients in care homes?
Patients in care homes, because you know yourself when you're looking after it, you struggle, don't you? It's hard to encourage them to brush their teeth. But no, she had some really good help tips, didn't she?
Yeah, I thought so. And it was nice that there was a course for that
Yeah.
issue, I suppose, because I feel like, again, that sort of gets swept under the rug and maybe not noticed that people probably need a bit more advice for healthcare, mouth care.
What's been your favourite placement then, Lo?
Favourite placement is probably the stroke ward or the renal ward. But I say the staff make it. Like, I think you could be anywhere, even if it's like something you wouldn't think you'd particularly like. If you get along with the staff, then you'll have the best time possible.
Yeah.
Don't you think? What's been your favourite?
I loved the renal ward.
Yeah.
I loved gastro. I loved the community. Yeah.
You liked all of your
I
placement?
liked the community.
That your favourite one?
Probably my favourite place to work, yeah.
And now you think about it, what you can take forward. Like, each placement you learn something different, don't you?
Yeah.
That you can take into other aspects of your career.
And these placements are, don't get me wrong, at the beginning I thought, what are
it's
we
like
going to be doing?
The perceived idea.
It doesn't half open your eyes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I know now, if I was to go into someone's home, I'd have loads of
you have ideas, don't
things,
you?
yeah.
I
Even
think
little things like just even like the online, the Healthbox offer.
Yeah, because there's a website with so much and the social media that they offer.
And the chair activities.
Oh,
and they came on in their own home.
That was lovely that we joined that. We joined a little online call, didn't we, for chair exercises.
Yeah.
And they were all giving it beans. Like, it was like, I think they wanted to continue it, didn't they?
Yeah. And that's preventing patients from going back into hospital.
Getting them moving, because that's what it means when you start.
They were all giving it beans, weren't they? And they wouldn't be able to do that if things like this weren't in place.
And there's people that probably want to do like small exercises and not be aware that class actually exists and they can probably join. Playing dominoes.
And the care home visits, I enjoyed that. Did you?
I did. It was nice because we played games with them, didn't we? And I think for them, they don't have many visitors.
No.
Which is really, really sad, isn't it? And that opens your eyes to something else. But it's nice that we can be like a bit of contact for them. And have a bit of normality.
Got time after to sit down.
Have a bit of normality and play a game of dominoes or bring them back a little bit, because say they haven't played that in a while and they're just like, I've missed this.
And that lady who was really didn't want to at first, did she?
And then she got proper into it, didn't she? Because she was winning, that's why.
Yeah.
That was awful. I think I lost every game. How are you feeling about going into third year then? One more year left.
Excited.
Oh yeah.
3 more placements.
When you put it like that, it's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? I'm a bit nervous, to be honest with you. Because then 3 more placements are then qualified.
I know. Scary.
Do you think I think it's like driving. You don't learn properly
until you're on the job. Yeah. That's why it's good that you have all the...
That you pick up as much as you can in different sectors of healthcare.
Yeah, so you can choose.
That you can carry under your belt.
But I think communities gives you a bit of it all.
Oh God, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the community when I was there. I did quite like it.
I did like it.
I'm glad I experienced it, definitely.
And it was winter when I went, so if I enjoyed it in winter, I'd enjoy it all year.
Even though you'd be
stuck was fixed now.
Was it?
Yeah.
You'd be stuck in your car in a heat wave though.
I suppose.
Would you like that? I had snow when I was in the community in March.
Was it okay?
It was like that thick.
What?
It was like that thick snow.
In March?
Yeah.
In March?
That's on my community.
In March?
In March.
Snow?
Just before my birthday. I'm not joking. Because I was panicking about my party. It was fine. It melted the next day. You don't remember?
No, at the beginning of March.
Yeah.
February last year, I remember it was.
It was March.
Was it?
Yeah. Swear.
Don't want to fight on podcasts like that.
I have to start.
But no, I've enjoyed it here. You going to drink your water? Chin chin to get free.
I know. drinking at the same time, eh? Your eye contact is very, like, good.
Pardon?
Your eye contact is very good.
Isn't it?
Mm. Here's a question for you, Jenny. What are you looking forward to most about being qualified?
Routine.
Me too.
Simple.
Because there's no
Answer.
routine being a student, is
Routine.
there? Like, there's actually not. You don't know whether you're coming or going, do you?
No. And I've got 2 kids.
Oh.
So I need to know if I'm coming or going. Just knowing, like, what shift you're in. I know you do as when you're a student,
but then you've got your assignments.
Yeah, but because, you know, you're not going to be working there forever, you want that,
Yeah.
don't you? You want that.
What's
right,
the
I'm here, and then you
permanence?
learn more, and then you can work your way up.
Yeah.
And then, like, one day you could become a teacher, Lauren.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what I'm destined for in the end. Who knows? Right, should we end up?
Well, we're going to wrap up, Laura.
Yeah, let's wrap up. I think so. Have a coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go to Costa.
So, thank you very much, Healthbox, for having us.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us share our little story.
Yeah.
Are we high-fiving?
Good, isn't it?
Did you say you wanted a high five at the end?
Don't know.
Not with my hand. Cheers to third year.
Cheers to third year.